get high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you.
What is up, RC enthusiasts? Check that out. Got a little brushless, little D12 going right here. Not sure if you can tell, but from that picture I showed on the preview, I changed the receiver to a receiver that has the gyro in it. That run you just saw right there was with the gyro active, as you can tell. So yeah, it's, the gyro does help. I'm using the HobbyPorter 007, I think it is, yep. Really good transmitter right here. Let's go back in here. Let's turn that off. Now, as you can see right there, no more self-stabilization going on. So as you can tell, there's a lot of power in that thing, right? And that's only on 25% throttle. I put the endpoints to the throttles on this one to 25% to get that speed. Now this thing on full is super fast. You don't need a 7,000 kV motor for sure. Maybe a 3,500 to 4,500 kV might work good enough for this, because that's pretty much all the power. I'm using less than that actually. Now let's turn on the gyro again just to let you see what that looks like. I put it on 8 earlier. Alright, check it out. This is how it looks like inside right now. There's a brushless motor sitting in there. As you can tell, it's a lot smaller than the 260 that was sitting in there. You can see that little gap right there. It's more to this side. That's a 7,000 kV Castle Creation motor. I don't know the exact dimensions, so if I measure it after this, the measurements will be up here. You can tell, still stock servo. This is the second one though. This is a week later, by the way, just so when you're watching this, when I switch to this view right now, you are seeing this a week later from that video, that running video. Not the beginning running video, that was a recent one, but the one right after the intro. That video is a week later, just showing you guys that I'm still working on it, so it's not perfect, but it's getting better. And with this brushless motor, it's definitely a lot faster. So, as you can tell right here, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can get these out of the way. I'm still leaving these in here just because I don't know if I'm putting it back to brushed, but Yeah, they'll stay in there for now. It doesn't bother anything. I'm not sure if you can tell right here, but the way the suspension works on this one, they have this rod going all the way through. It's like a torsion spring status, but they used to go underneath these two silver screws right here. These rods right here used to go underneath that, and that used to make the front end very, very stiff. So what I did was I just unmounted them from these, and then I screwed those back all the way in, plopped these little metal pieces out of here, and I was able to get it to have a lot softer suspension by doing that. So that's a soft suspension mod right there, and if you see in the beginning of this video before the intro, or the intro video, you can tell that the truck leans a lot more to the left and right, looks a little bit more scale. So that's one thing I've changed since that first video, which you just watched right now. So that makes it a little softer up front. I'm experimenting with that. A little more camber over here, and oh, actually camber's still the same, just a little bit more toe out. And I don't know if I like it. I might change it back to a little bit more toe in to where I was for the first settings on the first drift video I made. But that's where I'm at right now with that. And underneath, whoa. You can tell I just double-sided taped a quick run 1625 ESC by Hobbywing on there, which is 3S capable, which I'm not using. I'm only using a 2S lithium ion, by the way. As you can tell right there, it's the HobbyPorter HP007R receiver for the HobbyPorter transmitter, and that thing has a built-in gyro. So yeah, that's what's sitting underneath there right now. Pretty much how my truck looks right now. Trying to keep it close to stock as possible. And the reason why I waited a week to finish this video and actually make this is because I wanted to run it for a week with this brushless motor in there. Now that I have, I can tell you that the stock drivetrain can definitely handle it amazingly. Definitely handle it. So you can tell right there the drive shafts still look new. Sorry for the dog hair everywhere, guys. I do have dogs in my house, so if I'm playing around, I get dog hair everywhere. That's just unfortunate for me, but I love my dogs anyway. So yeah, everything's still running great. There you go, just a little update on this D12 drift build I'm doing. Nothing too major, but I definitely wanted to put a video out there to let you guys know that where I'm at right now and what has happened. So far, brushless motor, transmission, driveline, everything's handling it fine. Like I said, I only dialed it down to about 25%. So that motor is too hot for this rig. I would recommend like a 35, 45, 100 kV. And this is my second servo. Now the first servo stripped. They are plastic geared in here. I'm not sure if the final release version is going to have a metal gear servo in there or not, but for this one it did have a plastic gear servo. I happened to be at full turn, went straight into my chair, and that just made this go even more. Like, you see how that just turned even more right there? Yeah, after it did that, it stripped the servo. Oh, and I disconnected the control arm right now. Or the tie rod. Sorry. Well, yeah, anyway, that's pretty much about it for this. That's where I'm at right now. Just wanted to put out the video just in case you wanted to follow my setup. I would recommend, obviously, a lot less hotter motor and not too much toe out as I have on mine, because that seems to make it a little bit less driftable. It won't hold its drift a lot better than it would with just a little bit of toe out. If you look at this bar right here that goes and connects both your control arms together, or these upper control arms, you can tell that they're not just screwed in one hole. They look like they're adjustable. You could slide this forward and backwards, and that right there will affect your caster angle. It'll change your caster angle. And as you can tell down here as well, looks like they put a shim in there that you could possibly change the size to or move to the front right here, and that will also affect your caster. So there are caster adjustments. So you have camber, you have toe in, toe out, and caster adjustments on this. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty adjustable for such a budget truck, right? Little budget drifter with so much adjustments. So alright guys, hope you enjoyed that and hope that helps some of you guys that want to do some brushless setups on these things. But for now, go out there, have some fun, experiment with your RC, and go run that RC.